Hi, welcome to Becky's Book Talk. Gone are the days of damsels in distress waiting to be saved by a male protagonist. Today, our book talk will focus on strong girls saving ourselves. In this book talk, we will focus on three books: Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley, Foul is Fair by Hannah Capin, and Furia by Yamil Saeed Mendez. Not for the faint of heart. Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley is an intense novel set in Michigan. The main character, Donis, straddles two worlds: the white world of her mother and the Ojibwe tribal world of her father. Two major tragedies in Donis's life catapult her into the middle of an FBI investigation of the meth abuse among the young people of the Ojibwe tribe. The more involved Donis becomes in the investigation, the more entrenched in her double life she also becomes. Donis discovers she can no longer truly rely on the tribal leaders and adults in her life. Her older brother is no longer the trustworthy hero she always thought him to be. And can she even trust the FBI to not simply pin these crimes on people out of prejudice against the tribal nation? Through painful revelations about the people around her, Donis discovers that the only person she can truly rely on is herself. Firekeeper's Daughter by Angeline Boulley is an incredibly powerful read that you will never forget. Like Donis, the main character in our next read takes matters into her own world when the world around her begins to crumble. Foul is Fair by Hannah Chapin is a modern retelling of Shakespeare's Macbeth, unlike anything Mr. Shakespeare himself could have imagined. Unlike Donis or our protagonist in our next read, Elle and her close group of friends come from the wealthiest members of their LA society. When Elle is gang raped by a group of rich boys from a rival prep school, she and her friends declare revenge with no limits. Elle reinvents herself as Jade and infiltrates the popular clique at the rival school. One by one, the boys fall to Jade and her coven of best friends. Adults in the novel have their hands tied and are unable to help. The justice system has no justice for Jade against boys protected by their money and wealthy parents. Jade's actions are extreme, but seem to be the only option for actual justice in a world that favors rich white boys. For the girls who have had enough, Foul is Fair by Hannah Chapin is empowering and not to be missed. The third novel in our Strong Girl series is Furia by Yamil Saeed Mendez. Set in Rosario, Argentina, Furia follows another young woman with a foot in two worlds. On the one hand, Camila Hassan is a good Catholic girl who is careful to stay within the confines of a narrow world that includes an abusive father and girls who go missing with no consequences. In her other world, Camila becomes La Furia, a talented soccer player with an international future. When her team qualifies for a South American tournament, Camila must find a way to bring her two worlds together. Camila lives in the shadow of her well-known soccer star brother and under the rule of her angry and abusive father. Additionally, Camila's love interest is an international soccer star in his own right. How can Camila rise above the expectations to give up her dreams to follow her boyfriend's success? How can she escape from the narrow world of her family? And how can she avoid becoming another missing and ignored girl in Argentina? Camila finds a way to combine the force of La Furia and her own will to follow her path forward to her own future. Furia by Yamil Saeed Mendez is a must-read for any girl worried about shortchanging her own future to please the people around her. Each of the three books in this Strong Girl Saving Ourselves series are unlike any other books you might have read. You won't find anyone saving these characters at the end. Instead, you'll find three protagonists who learn to save themselves in spite of the odds stacked against them. Furia, Foul is Fair, and Firekeeper's Daughter are three books to add to the TBR of every strong girl.